Hello friends, it's me Milo and I'm playing video games today. I missed International Women's Day, so this is a belated stream on the theme of women's achievements in video game development. Yes. So today I'm playing two games from the Japanese industry from the 80s. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the 80s, right? It's a good time for retro games. Oh man, video games, says Given. Yes, that's what we're here for. Yeah, so I'll talk about the women involved and their careers as we go on, but what you need to know straight up is this is Quartet. It started as an arcade game for the Sega, what's it called? System 16? Oh gosh. I don't remember. Yeah, System 16, which was an arcade capable, or sorry, it was a system that Sega used to publish arcade games. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is that after the arcade version, it got a couple of home ports, but then they made this Master System version, which is pretty different from the arcade original, and it's more tuned to single player play. It's more accessible for that, so it was a good reason to pick it, as well as, you know, Mark III / Master System emulation being a bit more reliable than arcade in my circumstances. So why don't we get started? I see that, oh, I don't actually get a choice. Player 1 is always Mary, and player 2 is Edgar. So yeah, from the name Quartet, you might be able to intuit something about the nature of the original game. Originally, they were using jetpacks in the attract mode, but I don't know how to do that exactly. Maybe I need this power up to do it. Well, I'm not doing very well. By the way, I'm going to switch the controls around a little bit because button 1 is jump and button 2 is shoot, and I want to swap that around. So yeah, the original arcade version was a 4-player cooperative simultaneous game, which is pretty impressive, and apparently most fun in 4-player mode, less fun if you're on your own or have fewer than that. But yeah, for the home ports, they often cut out a lot of the multiplayer capability just because of the system's capabilities. The Master System only had 2 controller ports, of course. So they changed the game. It's still called Quartet internationally, which is a little silly. Yeah, I'm just going to rewind there, so don't even worry about it. Yeah, the name is totally meaningless now. The Japanese version was a bit more sensible about it. They changed the name from Quartet to Double Target. With the subtitle Cynthia no Nemuri, the sleeping Cynthia. So there's a damsel in distress here. Cynthia is the name of a space queen or something. We're trying to rescue her from evil robots and aliens and stuff, as you do. Now, I'm not really sure what the setup here is with regards to extra lives and so on. I seemed to take a few hits, but I can't really see an indication of when I will not be able to take any more hits. Anyway. So they cut the 4-player support, and with it, 2 of the characters in the game. So there were, I think they made very good cuts, personally. They took out the 2 generic white guys and left in the woman and the black guy. So it leaves it pretty good in terms of representation, you know. Is this a boss? Oh boy, that's rough. I guess I can't get out the exit until I beat this guy. The stars, by the way, are kind of mandatory to see the ending. I think there's a 6th stage, or at least the ending's locked until you find the stars in all the other stages. And a complete playthrough doesn't take too long, so yeah. We shouldn't have too much trouble. Even if I die a lot, I can just restart the game, I guess. But I do have a level select code, apparently. Oh, there we go. Get the key. Yep. Cool, thanks. Gibbon says, good cuts. Yes, I agree. Now, in terms of other version differences, I talked about the title of the game, which was Double Target in Japan, Quartet elsewhere. There's another change, the only other significant change that I know of between those regional variations is the appearance of our friend Mary here. So I'm playing the original Japanese version right now, which is where she has a black ponytail. For the other internationally released revisions of the game, US and Europe, they rather clumsily, I might say, changed her hair to be a wavy brown style. And you can see it in the sprite and also on the title screen. The title screen is more clumsy than the in-game sprite, I think. You can tell it's sort of crudely painted over. It's not awful. I'm talking it down a lot. It's fine, but I wanted to stick with the original. What would match the flyers and such. Also, you should see the box art on both sides of the screen. These are the two regional variations of the Master System's box art. And yeah, the international, by which I mean outside of Japan, versions of box art for Sega games in this era are just very basic, and I really hate them personally. I think they're really ugly. They're just very bare bones, showing simplistic character art on a white and blue grid background as if they're drawn on grid paper in your school exercise book. Oh, a star has appeared there. Yeah, I'm not sure the locations of all of them. I do have some maps thanks to smspower.org, a very helpful resource, particularly when it comes to this game. Oh, the star's gone. But yeah, their map shows the locations of the stars as well as a lot of other useful information. Why did the star go away, please? Let's figure this out. Oh, okay. So it appears when I go a certain distance over there, but I can't get up there without scrolling it off screen, at which point it disappears again. And I can't go any further left than this. Oh, that's frustrating. How am I supposed to get it? The good thing is I believe I'm invincible. Losing my jetpack like that, I think, absorbs a hit. Although, again, I can't really tell how much my life total... Ugh, what's going on here? Can I shoot through this wall? What's Gibbon got to say? Gibbon agrees about the international Sega box arts. He says, imagine my surprise when I learned those were real covers and not like fake ones that the rental store had made. Yeah, they do look like mock-ups, don't they? They're just awful. So you can see I think it's the European one, but North America had the same one on the right side of the screen there, compared with the lush painted artwork of the Japanese release on the left. And unfortunately, I can't show the whole thing because the Master System is surprisingly widescreen. I don't know how that really worked back in the day with the CRT TVs, but whenever I emulate it, it's very, very large. Ooh, I'm a sergeant, and I died. So, what does that mean exactly? It means I start from the start again. Okay. So, I gotta figure out how to get that star. But I also have to get through levels without losing lives. And then make some save states. That's the plan. Yeah. So I do like that Mary is the default. Setting us up as a female protagonist there, which is good for International Women's Day as well. I've said before, going off comments that our friend Courtney has made, that it's kind of annoying when a company will sort of pay lip service to International Women's Day by highlighting female characters that they own, whereas it should more be about celebrating the work of actual real-life women who make these things. So that's what I'm doing today. And on that note, let's talk about the developers of this game. Now, this is in an era when, or at least these Sega games right here, don't have any credits listed within the game. Later on, games by Sega would have credits, but then at that time, many of the people are listed under pseudonyms. I think all of them, actually. So you still don't know who exactly made the games, but you do know a pseudonym. And then later on, you can match it up with interviews or something and figure out who was involved by relating to by comparing to the pseudonyms that are displayed in game. But then you also get circumstances where people's pseudonyms change, or they use different ones at different times in their career. Alright, so that's doing an extra shot after that, so why don't we just hide? Hiding is always a good option, I think. Take a couple of pot shots. The range isn't great on my gun, unfortunately. So there we go, that's stage 1 down with all lives intact, thankfully, so that's good. Yeah. Alright, save state time. Great. So yeah, on that note, let's talk about the woman who basically designed this whole game. Her name is Rieko Kodama, and she is sometimes known by her pseudonym Phoenix Ria. So if you don't know who Rieko Kodama is, then I encourage you to read about the development of the Phantasy Star games, Sega's flagship RPG series that was out on the Master System and the Mega Drive, and later morphed into Phantasy Star Online, of course, and all the attendant games that go along with that. But yeah, at the start of the franchise, it was very much a female-led development series, you know. Sorry, I didn't phrase that very well, but there's always been women heavily involved in the development of those games in key positions, which, while researching and finding out that sort of stuff about the series, made me a lot more interested in it. So, especially number 4, which is supposed to be the best one. And that was on the Mega Drive. Oh boy. If I can just do this for a second, I can consult my notes again. Okay, cool. So there's our key. We can save state there even though we're at low health. But let me tell you a little something here. So Rieko Kodama was very prolific at Sega. She was instrumental in the early Phantasy Star games, as I said. She's credited for total design, which I think is a way of saying that she did a lot of design of graphic design for characters and backgrounds and graphics and stuff. So she's definitely the character designer. But yeah, artist on a few Phantasy Star games early on. Character design on the first 2 at least. Okay, so I don't understand what I did just then to make the star appear, but I did it, so there we go. And yeah, like I was saying before, I can lose the jetpack if I get it back straight away. Oh, I didn't die then. I guess the boss's shots are more powerful. Or maybe the key is actually acting as another hit point as well. And I'm dropping the key instead of dying. That's nice, that's good. Very Yoshi's Island style. Instead of dying outright, you just drop what you're holding. You know, Baby Mario. I guess it's more like Ukulele and the Impossible Lair, really, where Laylee is a sort of hit point for you, and if you get hit, she starts flying around, you can recover her to survive. Great game, that. Try it out if you haven't. Yeah, anyway, Rieko Kodama, Phantasy Star, blah 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 blah. Speaking of number 4, she was not just character designer on the fourth one. She really stepped up and took on the position of team lead, also credited as co-director. So, oh my goodness. Okay, cool. Now I'm kind of worried that I might be missing an esoteric unlock condition for a star. In which case I'll make a save state and explore a bit. Oh my goodness. Where did you come from? Some pretty interesting boss encounters in this game, aren't there? Oh, I actually died there while dropping my jetpack. That's unprecedented. So I do lose health. Man, the health situation, I really don't understand it. I wish I did. Oh! Oh! I think I understand it now. Hold on. That number that keeps dropping down, it's like a timer and a health system. So getting hit and the passage of time will reduce that number, and when it runs out, you're dead. And it carries over between levels, it seems like. That's annoying. I hope there's an opportunity for more health or more lives, but I haven't seen anything like that so far. Okay, so I was wrong about the whole power-up thing, the ukulele stuff. Forget that. Not applicable to this game. Can I go into these jars, Doki Doki Panic style? It doesn't appear so. Oh! So the cannonballs explode out. Okay, so I guess we need to beat the boss to get through that exit. But there was another door near the boss, wasn't there? So this is kind of a bit of a scouting run here. I don't understand. There must be a way to survive longer. Do those pickups give me more energy? They don't. They say 100, but they don't appear to change anything on the UI. Alright. Say what? How do you enter a doorway if you're flying? Okay, you can hit A, which is jump ordinarily. Sorry, not A. It would be button 1 on the Master System controller. Alright, so what can I do here? Oh, I get an extra life after that. Okay. So I'm going to load back to this earlier point. Yes. And I'll go straight for the boss, I think. But I haven't seen any evidence of the star so far, but taking down the boss is a good first step, I think. So yeah, let's talk about what else Rieko Kodama did. She sort of came up into that team lead position in Phantasy Star 4, but she's always been originally a graphic designer. So she actually worked on Sonic 1 and 2 as designing backgrounds and stuff and graphics for those two games. So very, very classic Sega games, very well loved, and she was very important to the look of them. And I saw some stuff in her biography saying how she was studying archaeology at university, and she was deciding at one point in her career whether to be an archaeologist or an artist, and decided on artist and got into video games at Sega. But I saw the comment that if you sort of pay attention to some of the graphics that she's designed, you can maybe notice some archaeological touches that are a hallmark of her work. So I know she worked on Altered Beast, at least the Mega Drive port, and maybe you can see some evidence of sort of ancient Earth cultures in the look of some of the Sonic games, if you're paying attention. Alright, so what's that thing? I can't get in there. So if I get hit and I drop that, but I pick it up again straight away, hold on. Here, hit me. Because I can crouch. Oh, I can move while crouched, okay. Which lets me get that. I don't know what it is though. Last time it appeared next to the star, but I don't know if it's related to the star. Oh, it gave me a bunch of extra energy. That's nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try that again and do it a bit more efficiently. Yeah, that was a big energy boost. But the question is, how did I actually make it appear? Now that I've loaded back here, it might actually be bad for me. Okay, there it is. I just go to a certain point and then it's there, I guess. I don't know. Do not understand this quite yet. Okay, just pop me a little bit. Little pop, little tap, little off tap. Great. You can't crouch while carrying the jetpack. So yeah, that health boost is great. That's just what I needed. I wish I understood how they appear and how I can get more. I would assume that they're in predetermined locations. Star, please. Since time is a factor here, I think this might be a good time to consult those maps I was talking about. So I'm going to head over to smspower.org, which is a great resource for Master System games, but also whenever I talk about looking up information on the Game Developer Research Institute, their URL is gdri.smspower.org. So I guess they started or are hosted by, they started as like a subsection of SMS Power, or they're hosted there or something. So I have SMS Power to thank for that as well. Okay, Quartet, let's go. Nope. That's in German. Cheats? No. How do I get to the... Yeah, main page. Maps for stage 3. Okay, I see a star icon and it is over this jar, this very jar. But I still have to figure out how to get it to appear. So I'll try interacting with these balls. Nope. How about I drop the jetpack? It's harder to do, easier said than done. Alright, there we go. So try crouching, going up, down, all around. Oh! Shoot the jar. Alright. Load state. Back when I had more health. Yeah, baby. Let's do it. No problem. If only I could drop the jetpack. There must be a button for that. Problem is, Master System doesn't have many buttons. Sometimes this thing is more trouble than it's worth. The jetpack, I mean. Master System is wonderful. It does... Yeah, that whole button thing does have certain problems. Because the Game Gear has one extra button than the Master System does. So even though the two systems are very interoperable, you get a lot of ports between them. If you have a port going from Game Gear to Master System, then it can have some awkwardness when there's fewer controls available to you. And some things have to be doubled up on buttons or something. This was the case with the Echo the Dolphin ports that I recall. And most likely with other ones too. It's especially a problem when you get the fan hacks that turn a Game Gear game into a Master System game and increase the screen space and stuff, which is very nice, generally speaking, but it can have these sorts of problems. Oh, the shell of that beetle can reflect my shots back at me. Interesting. These collisions are really taking their toll. 3,000, I think. Yeah, that's nuts. We really don't want that to happen, do we? Bit of a scouting run. Okay, so this time let's enter that other doorway. A lot more enemies protecting themselves here. I assume that helmet frog is also protecting itself somehow. Oh boy. And everything just respawns, unfortunately. How nasty. Okay, so it seems like every level has sort of two phases. Not phases, but what do you call it? Sides? Like a front side and a back side. You can go through different doors, but you end up on the same like layer. A bit like, I don't know, Yoshi's Woolly World or something. Alright, so the boss is a big version of one of those moths. But I took a lot of hits getting here. So I think what I'd rather do is explore more to find this star. And then once I've located it, I'll load back, go straight to it. Because dilly-dallying around isn't gaining me anything, it's just losing the energy over time, taking more hits. Luckily, some hits are less damaging than others. I wonder if killing all of these is one of the unlock conditions. I wonder if these respawn. Have I tested that yet? I have killed one. Yes, they come back straight away. That's unfortunate. Oh no, they self-destruct when they hit you, so what happens if I kill one? Okay, it's gone. And it stays gone. That's nice. So, yeah. I would hope that there are gun power-ups in this game, but I haven't seen any evidence of that so far. I'm not doing too badly with my little egg launcher here. Yeah, given saying those damage values are quite harsh. Depends on the enemy. These ones are particularly harsh. The game's probably pretty fun in two-player mode though. As long as you don't share a life bar. But then again, health is a team resource, even if it's not directly shared. Oops. That's something I've heard from tabletop role players. Okay, so killing all those moths was not the answer for the star exactly. It's probably in the alternate screen. So let's go to the alternate screen first off. I wonder if I can kill these. No, I better approach it from the other side. Get boned. Pow pow. Okay. Yeah, that's a much better vantage point. Pow pow. Great. And again, that was not the answer. It does clear them out at least. Let's leave it that way for now. So the boss is just here. It hasn't been the case so far that we need to kill the boss in order to get a star. So it's probably just hidden somewhere. What's a likely spot? So we haven't tried killing all the permanent enemies in this zone, which I suppose is worth a shot. Ugh. Cool. Oh boy, it's frantic. I want to tell you more about Rieko Kodama. Hold on, pause. Why did I come back there? So yeah, I've talked about the older stuff she's worked on, including Sonic and Phantasy Star, but she has continued at Sega ever since, really, popping up as a producer on the entire Seventh Dragon series, which is another long-running Sega RPG franchise. Their latest installment was Seventh Dragon 3 Code VFD on the 3DS, notable for having a reference to Jet Set Radio Future, which is all we're going to get these days. Sigh. Okay, that's all the moths dead. This platform, I predict that the star is going to appear here. And we've dealt with everybody. That was my theory. Out. Does it take hits from the front? Yeah, that's a damage. It's gotta be. Gotta be. Yeah, take that, snail bug. Oh, it's coming back. So, what is the deal? I can't jetpack high enough for some of the platforms. Yeah, and the most recent thing I saw her name attached to was a couple of recent Sega Ages sort of re-releases, especially Wonder Boy and something else that I'm not remembering right now. So there you go, Gibbon. Still involved in one of your pet series. And I enjoy Wonder Boy as well, especially number 4. Monster World 4, that is. It could be anywhere and hidden, and I don't know how to reveal it. Stupid star. So I can't jetpack up to certain platforms, but can I jump to them? No, I can't. There's a hard ceiling up there where the UI bar is. Well, shall I look at the map? I guess I'll look at the map. Yes. When are they going to announce that new Asha game? There was a trademark for a Monster World game that mentioned Asha or something. Given saying it's probably just a remake, but still, yeah. Remakes hold little interest to me, but it would be nice to see Asha again in higher definition. Alright, SMS Power, tell me your secrets. Okay, so that's where it is. Starting here. The map does not tell me how to make it appear, but it does tell me where it will appear. And that somewhere is... Ouch. Ah. Swarming, just swarming. That somewhere is here. Ah! Oh, and then they just all respawn. This is just relentless. It's terrible. Terribly annoying. Not that it's a terrible game. I'm having fun. But, oh boy. Yeah, not as much air control as I would like. Also notice that there's a significant noise every time Mary does a jump. Alright, so I think the key to getting there is the jetpack. I don't seem to be able to make any other kind of jump up there, so yeah, that's what we'll do. And I won't take any hits from any enemies, I promise you that. Hey, I was right. So this is the spot. This is where it should be. I just don't know how to make it appear. Ugh. Can we not, please? Bah. This is the right place, isn't it? Yes, this is the right place. It just doesn't tell me how to make it appear. Well, one thing we can try is beating the boss and then coming back here, right? Maybe that's part of it. Yeah, Ask Gibbon saying, list of cancelled GDC things included a foreign studio with a listing for Wonder Boy Universe: Asha in Monster World, which honestly sounds like a remake title to me. Yeah, I would agree with that. It does sound like a remake. Yeah. Ask Gibbon saying, Joachim Sandberg, also known as Konjac, who made Iconoclasts, an excellent little indie game. Not even little, it's an excellent indie game that is very big and very intense. But yeah, he... I don't need to go all the way over there, do I? I just need to go beat up that moth through that door. He made some mock-ups on his Twitter of sort of enhancements to the sprites from Monster World 4. Improving them, up-resing them, and stuff like that. And Gibbon saying that he's expressed interest in doing a remake of it. So it's possible that Sega took him up on that. Is it Sega or is it just Westone or whatever's left of them? I don't think Sega commissions new Monster World games, do they? I may be wrong. I know that the rights situation is quite complicated with the series. Okay. So that's the boss down without too much trouble. So let's go back to the key zone and try and figure it out. Okay, beating the boss has not made a star magically appear. If I lure a moth over, they don't work like that, no. So let's do a figure 8. Just like with Krematoa in Donkey Kong Country 3. Come on, Baffle Bear, don't let me down. Or is it Blunder Bear? I think it's Blunder. He's not supposed to tell you about the Lost World, but then he does and his bow tie spins around. Baffle is the code breaker. You bring in the mirror and he tells you how to get into... Is it... Oh no, it is Baffle. He tells you, because it's the figure 8 to get into the secret zone in the castle. Anyway, whatever. I really want that star. I guess I have to look it up. Gibbon says licensing has to go through them to use the name, but otherwise I'm not sure Sega has much to do with it. Yeah. That's what we thought. Quartet. Tell me more game facts. Another thing that I read on the HG 101 review for this game is that there's a secret screen with a bunch of cameos from other Sega characters, but it doesn't say how to get to it, and I couldn't find anywhere else listed online of how to access that screen, but there's a picture of the screen on the HG 101 article for this game. Grab the key and enter the black hole near the boss. Go right and grab the star. What? Pass through... It just says go right and grab the star. Enter the black hole near the boss. Go right and grab the star from the top edge of the screen. This is a very laconic walkthrough, I gotta say. That's the right word, isn't it? Golly gee willikers. Let me see now. What shall I do? Let's try entering a door and then coming out, because I've only been through the first door at this point. So if I go through this one, say, and then out this one, although the guide does say go left from the boss door. but that's all I have done. So what if I go through the other zone, which is technically optional now that I see how this level's laid out. If I go this way, then maybe that's the trigger. Just going a certain direction. Oh, nuts. And of course I'm losing health all the time. Maybe I can just slip through. Oh, beautiful. Okay, avoid the cannon fire. Yikes. Alright, yeah, I'll take that death just this once. Just to test out this theory. So now we're here back at the boss zone. Enter here, go this way. Oops. I'll come back for the key, it's fine. No star. I don't get it. I do not get this. What arcane method do I need to unlock this star? I'll leave the music running because it's lovely. And I'll try and find a different guide. Stage 4. Huh, okay. So maybe I kill these and then go back that way. This is what a different guide has recommended, is going here and killing all these things and then going through the door and back to the left. That might be the answer. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So when they scroll off the screen, they respawn at their starting location. I don't know if that gives them all their health back, so I'm trying not to let that happen. So kill these things and then go back through. Okay. No, they're not there. Alright, kill all of them in the entire stage. Maybe that's the answer. I'll try anything at this point. Okay, that's all the moths in the stage dead. Aha! That was it! Kill all the moths is the answer. Lovely. And just slip in the exit. Whoops. No, that's not it. Beautiful. Hello? Yes, thank you. Alright, it's our last life, but hopefully we can get through this stage. Of course, there will be another star to find. Ah, health drink. Lovely. Ah, it's the evil mouth again. Huh, I think I was temporarily invincible there. What? Oh, one of the vase's shots was frozen thanks to the clock power-up. And it hit me as I tried to get that points pickup. Great. So a bit of best of. Oh, great. Best of all the enemies, apparently. It's just everyone's appearing on this stage. But yeah, we found the star really quickly. That's a great relief. Now we need to do is find the boss and get through. And not die. That's very important as well. Oh. Yeah, let's be extra diligent with our cheating so as not to die. That would be lovely, thank you. Okay. So we talked about Rieko Kodama's continuing career at Sega and all the projects she's worked on. Not all of them, but some of them. If you do want to know all of them, there's a pretty good list on Sega Retro, as well as Moby Games, I believe, has most of them. But yeah, we haven't really talked about exactly what she contributed to this game. Yes, kill all the things! So for this game, she's listed as the designer. When I say listed, she's of course not listed in the actual credits of the game, unfortunately. So that's going by external information that I don't know the source of, but I trusted it anyway. And yeah, she acted as designer for both the original arcade version and for this port. So I do appreciate her work, and I think there is some fun little design ideas in this game. So she didn't do programming, that's not her strength. And I'm not sure about the art. Design might have included art at this stage when the teams were so small, you know. But yeah, it's a pretty big role for the time, especially for a woman in the industry, when especially at that time it continues to be a very female unfriendly industry, the video game industry does, but even more so at the time. And you can read stories of women's experiences, especially in Japan. That's a lot of especiallys for the different factors involved here. But yeah, it looks like there was some very talented women working at Sega in the 80s on some of these games, so that's a nice thing. And the next game I'm getting to will be by one of her contemporaries, so we can talk about her as a different example. But the career trajectory of Rieko Kodama is really successful in how we can see her continuing at Sega and being in charge of these different franchises, more or less. Okay, so something's going on here. I've been through the whole stage now. See no evidence of a door or a boss. So something is hidden from us. And it would be nice to get a health, please, because I'm almost dead. Oh, that's me gone. Okay. Game over. Okay. So that was a save state at the start of this level, but my health is actually fairly low, unfortunately. I do have that level select code, but I don't know if that's going to bring my stars forward, you know. Oh, you know the other code I found? There's a code to give me a better gun. Where's that? Oh, I have to enter it at the title screen. Oops. That's too bad. I wonder if we could speedrun this game with the extra gun mode on. Of course, I would still have to figure out how to actually clear this level. It's got to have something to do with these statues, right? There's two of them. So let's go to the point it's in the middle between them, which would be here. And then, I don't know, shoot some stuff. Shoot the statues, it passes through. There's some background features here. There's this platform, which seems a little conspicuous in its placement, I think. I know, I'll try going down this pit. That was not the answer. Interesting. Obscure. Mysterious. Frustrating. Let's try losing the jetpack. Somebody hit me. Come on, you coward. Oh yeah, I died. Great. What else could we do? I could not grab the jetpack if I want to test crouching and stuff. Hang on, that one didn't respawn. Interesting. Maybe I have to kill everything again. Kill all the things. Maybe that's the answer for the second time. And this time it's all the things, not just the particular moths. No, because these ones are respawning. Let's find the ones that don't respawn. That one didn't. That one didn't. It's the black blobby ones, isn't it? Yeah, the shell frogs are coming back. Oh, this guy. Hey, buddy. Yes. Okay, okay. This might be the thing. We might be onto something here. So the lips, they'll respawn. The black blobs, definitely the most evil. Oh, that one respawned though. Okay. What about this one? Oh yeah, the statue's in the inverse side of the screen as well. But they're similarly uninteractable. Oh! Oh! I can survive at 0 energy as long as I don't get hit. That's good to know. That's really good. So all I have to do is not take any hits ever. Easy peasy. Sure. Okay, so I've dealt with all the blob ones now. Ah! At least the non-respawning ones. Not like this guy. Nothing has changed. Okay. Well, in the interest of speeding this up, I'm going to look at the guide. So what's this? Area 6. Grab the jetpack, blah blah blah. Destroy the totem? Oh, certain totems get destroyed. I see, I see. And you do them in the right order. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I swear I tried shooting. I probably didn't try shooting all of them. Only some of them. Silly me. There we go. Oh. Head came off. Oops. Okay. Watch out. So this is the boss, I guess. Ow. So which bit do we hit? The body or the head? Oh, those fires are homing. They're completely homing. Okay, okay. Nasty, very nasty. Can I shoot the fires? I can shoot the fires, great. Hit the body more, hit the body more, hit the body more. Let the bodies hit the floor. Go, go, go. Oh, you kidding? Defeated by the measliest enemy. Measliest, that's a word. The most measly. The one with the most measles. Didn't get your shots, buddy. This can't be it. Maybe that's its finished state. Or maybe I hit the head. Yeah, there we go. Shoot the head, that's the answer. Great. Feel better now? And all it took was looking up the answer. Good stuff. Whoops. So I really should have maybe watched a walkthrough of the original arcade version so I could compare them, but yeah, as it is, I read on HD 101, which is my usual source for a lot of cool stuff, that this version has unique content compared to that one. I just don't know how much, but that's okay. Oh, same room. That's convenient for me. Come on, head. I have some eggs for you. Oh! Don't scroll them off the screen. Okay. Let's go. Whoop. Yeah, in terms of where I was getting some information about the Phantasy Star development from, I recommend the other website recommendation I have for today is Shmuplations, which is a site that does translations of Japanese interviews relating to game development. And I assume they started just writing about shmups, hence the name, but they've expanded since then. And there's some really interesting interviews with with a lot of the development staff of the first two Phantasy Star games that you can read there. And, well, I'll talk more about it when I get to the next game, because it forms more of Chieko or Aoki's career. Whereas Rieko Kodama has a long and varied career at Sega with many different games under her belt. Great. Key acquired. But where do we use it? I haven't seen a door yet that I can use it at. Time to explore. If I had to guess, it would be between where those two statues were earlier. Because they all have to be done in that order. Oh, are you kidding me? Go away! I don't want that version of OpenEMU. It's got bugs and problems still. And it's designed for an operating system I don't have. I assume it's still got bugs. Whenever I've tried to update it, I've had terrible audio issues. I think that might have happened on a stream one time. No, I believe it happened before a stream. I had to start late one time. Anyway, let me see. Oh, wait. Destroy the totem to get the key, and then go inside the door you just came out of to get to the boss. Which door did I just come out of? I'll try all the doors. Okay, that was the answer. Great. Just had to go in the right door. So, final boss time. This is the War Machine, according to this guide. And no, not the same one from Doctor Who. That was War Machines, wasn't it? Whoops. Oh boy. Eat my eggs. Yes, forgive the rewinding. I just don't want this to take all day. Gotta see that ending scene. Can I thread this needle? Or was I too greedy? Oh boy, how do I get through that? If I just inch my way up. Yeah, there are gaps in the firing pattern. If I get... No, but that one's too high up. Alright, I just have to rewind a bit more. Yeah, if I do that, there we go. You just gotta wait for that opening. Like that. One hit and I'm gone though. Aha! Good. Good. So this is one of those bosses that's hardest right at the start and gets easier as you go on. You get that in shmups sometimes, where you destroy cannons one by one or something like that. Just like this, actually. Oh boy. Oh, by the way, I meant to acknowledge it earlier, but another thing in my on and off again attempt to have topical streams, yesterday was International Trans Day of Visibility, and if I'd been thinking ahead, I could have planned something for it. Maybe I will still do it in the coming weeks. There's plenty of video games that explore trans themes in interesting ways, which I've covered a little bit in the past, but yeah, I want to acknowledge that up front on behalf of all my transgender and non-binary friends. Yep. All right, here we go. You have successfully accomplished your mission. Recover the princess's casket and return immediately. So that is Cynthia, Space Queen Princess, who is in some kind of stasis and not wearing a whole lot of clothes. So we have recovered her stasis casket from the pink goo, and that's the completion of the game, and I've been promoted to captain. Lovely, thank you, well deserved, I should say, especially for Mary and her time traveling powers. And there you go, game over. Yeah, the Space Queen Princess, that's what I said. That's what the game said. Sure, you saw the games. You saw. Anyway, that's Quartet, or Double Target in Japanese, for this Master System version. So thank you, Rieko Kodama. This is an excellent little game, I think, especially for the platform. And if you're interested, maybe check out the arcade version too, especially if you have a few friends to help you out with it. So, let me see. Yeah, I guess I covered all my notes. There was a Quartet 2, but it's a conversion kit for the original arcade game that reduces the number of players to 2. Not a true sequel. Anyway, so let's move on then. That was pretty cool. Alright, next up. Okay. This should be fine. Okay. Right, so up next we have Aztec Adventure. Oh. So this is originally known as Nazca 88 in Japan. When they localized it, I guess they swapped out Nazca for a civilization that more people might know from name recognition, that being the Aztecs, even though they're in very different parts of the world. The Nazca are based in Peru, and Aztecs are based in modern Mexico. But hey, what are you going to do? In fact, not to spoil anything, but later in the game, you see the Nazca lions, and they are so named because of the people who made them. But anyway, this is what is known in the West as Aztec Adventure, released in 1987 on the Master System. So, let's get started, shall we? So, Niño is our main character here. Niño is Spanish for boy. And in South America, they speak Spanish. A lot of places, that is, except for Brazil, which speaks a form of Portuguese. And, I guess I should say that they speak a form of Spanish in South America. But anyway, El Niño is the word for the boy. I guess it could be a name as well. Yeah. Niño, Niña. Their names, I suppose. There we go. So if we get money bags, we can use them to throw them at enemies, and the enemies then become our friends, or they join our side. So you're essentially bribing enemies to become allies. What's the deal here? All right. You press button. Hang on. Button 1 to change what your weapon selected is, and then button 2 throws it, or uses your sword if you don't have something else equipped. And it's like a top-down maze kind of game, action, Zelda-ish, very vaguely Zelda-ish, but it's got this unique little quirk where you can recruit enemies to your side, and that's pretty fun, I think. We saw that on the title screen happening as well. Alright, let's get the cat on our side. Oh, your little buddies there also perform the same action as you, I guess, if you're doing stuff. So now we have 2 bunnies. There you go. I don't know what these are, but I want to burn them. Yeah, there we go. Burn the plants. Lovely stuff. Yeah, and they mimic your actions. That's really cool. Very helpful. What a neat idea. Alright, more burning required, I guess? No. No? No, all of these weapons that I've found are not working. How do I get through here? Maybe I just go around. Yep, I guess that's it. What strange enemies. Very bizarre. Okay, so I've lost one of my rabbit friends. Why don't we recruit this guy instead? It didn't work. It didn't work. Oh no. And everything is killing me. Oh, goodbye, rabbit. There's gotta be a way to get through the trees. I did see them drop an arrow before. I don't think I've tried that. Or were they just throwing the arrows at me? This is not going well. How about you kill me and we'll see what happens. Brutal. Back to the start. Who was that? The object of my quest, mayhaps. Okay. You know, at this point I might as well restart the game. Puppy, Poupée, and Po. Okay, so this screen's telling you actually that you need different amounts of money to bribe some of these enemies. So maybe I'll go for the cat first. Hold on. Pay more attention. Destroy the enemy. Okay. Find the flowers. Kill the flowers. Okay. It seems like the actual path that you have to travel is reasonably linear. Okay, we're going to try and recruit that cat this time. Hey. Oops. Hey. Hey. Oh. Beautiful. Now we have friends. Save state. Hit, hit. Cool. How to get through here without killing off my friends. This requires careful placement. There we go. Whoops. I guess we lost the rabbit. Oh well. The cat's more valuable. Poupée or whatever. Yeah. This game's pretty cute. And interesting. So let's talk about who made it and why. Whoops. Poor cat. Keep away from the flower explosion, please. Don't you know cats are allergic to flowers? It's not true. I'm not getting much more money. I guess you can only recruit some enemies. Maybe just the ones who are wearing ponchos. And I guess the ones that it showed on at the opening, the cat, the dog, and the rabbit, right? That would make sense. Oh. Well, I guess it was nearly dead anyway. That's fine. We'll go it alone from here. Yeah, so let's talk about it. This is a Sega game, first party. And part of the internal team that developed it included Chieko Aoki. Whoa boy, okay. Now, again, she's uncredited in this game. So the citation for that is coming from smspower.org again. Although I don't know where they are sourcing their information from. But that information does seem to be generally accepted elsewhere on the web. Which may be potentially problematic if they're wrong. I didn't do enough research to verify it myself, unfortunately. What's going on here? Maybe we'll try a fire. That just went boom. I would guess it just has a lot of health. What if I'm standing here? Is there a place I can stand where I won't get hit? I don't think so. Oh, that's a bad hit. Yes, finally. So that's one flower down. Yes. So Chieko Aoki unfortunately doesn't have the time-spanning career that Rieko Kodama did at Sega. Oh, these ones respawn. You can just get tons of money. That's great. So then I can pop up here and recruit this dog. Yes. Great stuff. Yeah, as far as I was able to tell, apart from this game, Chieko Aoki only worked on the first 2 Phantasy Star games, and then seems to have left the industry after that. So that's sort of what I was alluding to earlier. There's, you know, these 2 career trajectories that we see. Rieko Kodama staying on, managing a lot of different projects over the years, whereas this other creator not really sticking around, unfortunately, and going off to do other things. And sometimes that is due to sexism in the industry. Sometimes other factors. Don't really know in her case, unfortunately. Oh gosh, those flowers can kill even when they're not exploding actively. Okay, that didn't work. Fire? Yes, fire, good. Okay. Just need to find that other flower and deal with it. There we go. Wonder if we'll carry over our weapons to the next level. Oops. Don't use the money. Don't know if that carries over. My friends aren't being very helpful here. Cool. I think I was able to do multiple hits even when the boss was flashing there, which is nice. So now we'll move on and see what carries over. Round 1 of 10. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this game in the same time that I did Quartet, but that's okay. Destroy 2 bats. Oh good, we get a life refill and we don't have any of our items, so we should feel free to use our items as we go. That's good to know. Haven't seen any health refills, unfortunately. But yeah, this is an interesting game. It's sort of a blend of almost strategy elements. Oh, okay. We don't have fire here. We have sort of contextual pickups per level, it looks like, because now we have a boot. How's a boot that? Ow. Oh. Okay, so I can swim, but it drains my health. So I'll try and take the raft if I can. I despawned those shooters. Great. Those statues. Yes, bribe, 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 bribe. What does a boot do? It gives us boots. And I would guess we can then traverse the river safely. Excellent. That's good. Knowledge. We're gaining knowledge. So yeah, the South American setting of this is pretty cool and interesting. I think there's certain cases where Japanese developers at the time, they would maybe go on holiday somewhere and then use their experiences there to then inspire their next works. So I know New Zealand Story from Taito was inspired by the designer's trip to New Zealand, and that's where they got a lot of place names and inspiration for some of the visual elements in it. So that might be the case here, or maybe, you know, they were just researching or something. That could happen too, easily enough. Even in a pre-internet age. You also get stuff like, say, Sonic Adventure 2 being heavily based on San Francisco. And that's because of the development offices of Sega's America branch being located there. Alright, so there's not enough time to get over there on the raft, so we'll use a boot, and then we won't lose health. Hope I can recruit. There we go. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Friends. Oops. Oh boy, let's deal with... Oh no, okay, but I don't have enough... Let's try these arrows. I don't have enough monies to bribe that dog, unfortunately. Go, 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 go. Ugh. Oh well, that's fine. Come on, cat, don't drown. I wonder where my cat is. Do you know where your cats are? Arrow time, I think. And we've run out. Ball time. Balls do nothing. Great. Oh no, cat boy. Cat friend. Okay. I think I can take advantage of that pattern where it swoops down and then slowly makes its way back up. Hmm. What? What? What is that creature anyway? Some kind of bear? Like big cat? I don't know. Ah, I wish I could recruit the dog. Oh well. Maybe I'll get some more money from this spiked tortoise. Nope. How about you? Give me the goods. Ah! Ah, you see, you lure them over during their cycle. There we go. Took a couple of hits, but should be okay. Ow. Let's do this. Hey, that's powerful. Not bad. Can I recruit a tortoise? I can't. Of course not. Give me money. This is a mugging. I'm holding you up. Okay, arrow is fine. Oh boy. I sure could use a friend right now. Ooh, the blobs. Strange little alien creatures. Yes, now I have enough for the dog finally. Be my friend. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Save state. This is gonna be tough. But we have a lot of arrows, which is nice. Oh! Okay. So yeah, unlike New Zealand's story, I think they're being a bit better about leaning into South American style aesthetics for the game, possibly. But it might just be a heavily stereotyped version of it. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. And revealing my own ignorance in the process. Ah. But I want to say it's not so unusual to have the Nazca lines appear in your video game. I feel like that happened a few times in these sort of 80s games. Alright, stage 2 down. Yeah, I agree. Given it says not often that you see games about Mesoamerican cultures. Totally. Oh, we do keep animal companions between stages. That's lovely. Didn't realize that. But yeah, talking about the kinds of things that you don't often see. 3's not enough, is it? I think it's 4, right? Oh no, but the friend can also throw a money bag. So let's try that. Okay, missed. Missed again. Oh boy, we could try that again. Yeah, so like there's so many cultures from that area over the years. Incans, Aztecs, Mayans, Olmecs, and Nazca. Those are the ones I know about off the top of my head. There's definitely more of them. I'm sure of it. But yeah, it's a very evocative design language. Aha! We have tornadoes now. And I have 2 dog buddies, that's great. And they're dead, and I'm taking tons of damage. Okay, let's go back. Let's come to that screen that are equipped with a tornado to help us. What's that going to do for us? Okay, that's a projectile that it goes forwards. Okay, so if we get below it, and then fire up. Protect me, dog friends. Go! Well, that didn't really have too much effect. I don't know. I think I destroyed some of the helpers, but not all of them. This guy's really tough. Okay. What's the game plan? Gotta have some good tactics here. Avoiding the shots, coming up on the side. Oh man, that's brutal. Great. Oh, that's much better. That's so much better. No, friend. No, my own health. Oh, brutal. Okay, we did pretty well for one of those runs. If the wind thing, what is it? A whirlwind? If they're spread out, then I do get good coverage and I knock out all those options that he's got. And then I just have to avoid his. Oh my gosh! What if I'm on the other side? Does that give me a bit more time? It's coming out of his hand. Oh. This truly is the Dark Souls of video games. Avoid the shield arm and go in and attack the other arm, right? Okay, that was alright. Oh my gosh. The ball flinging is so erratic. I don't even know how to avoid it. Apart from random chance. The best kind of avoidance. Avoision. You say evasion. I say avoision. This is Kent Brockman. Oops. Oh my gosh. Alright. It's an endurance match now. Combined with El Nino's time traveling powers. Woof. Great. So I don't remember how many of those there were. I think there were 2 of them and then one of another type of enemy. So that's really bad. Really, really bad. And I have no friends left either, because they all died. By the way, the other meaning of El Nino, we in Australia fear El Nino deeply, because it's the name of a certain weather pattern. So there's a system of winds that go between Australia and South America over the Pacific Ocean. And there's like a cyclical pattern to them. So when we're in an El Nino phase, it's really rainy over there and it's really dry over here. And the opposite phase is La Nina, which means the girl. It's the opposite gendered form of the words, which actually causes droughts over in South America, but it gives us nice wet weather. And this is all remembered from my high school geography classes. But yeah, we have enough problems with droughts as it is. Big problem in this country all the time. So El Nino just makes things worse. Okay, let's get 3 helpful bunny ducks. Because they also seem to have beaks. Say what? A friendly fairy healed me out of that pool. That's lovely. Now what's going on? Is it only my coin bag that is converting this guy. Oh, no, no, no. I can only have 2 at a time. That must be it. That's actually really annoying because the title screen of the game shows him walking onto a screen and bribing 3 enemies in a row. So that's quite misleading, actually. I'm not happy about that. Oh well. Give me your secrets. Yes, tornadoes. That's what we need. So I hope you've learned something about meteorology today. Ah, friends, be careful. Okay, there's got to be a boss coming up, right? Alright. The pain. Okay, I'll set up the whirlwind before we go there. And this is actually a much more favorable position for us coming onto the screen. So we can get one of those off straight away. And then get hit. Okay, so then we'll just swap back and wail at this guy as before until we win. Can you think of any other games about Mesoamerican culture, Gibbon? Does Turok Dinosaur Hunter count? That would be native North American, right? It's different. And even then, I don't know how much it has to actually do with the First Nations culture of North America. Just because the protagonist happens to be. As far as I know, you just shoot dinosaurs a bunch in that game. Ooh, I really should plug Reiji's blog series right now. He's a big fan of... he's a guy that I get a lot of scans from that I then translate in terms of video game comics that I translate. So he's a great lover and collector of obscure retro game material. And one thing that he's also really into, apparently, is Turok Dinosaur Hunter. And he's doing this blog series where he basically reviews and overviews every Turok thing ever in the entire history of the universe, starting with the original Gold Key comics, and comprehensively talking about and posting scans of all the different issues. And then he's recently started covering the reboot under Valiant as well, in addition to continuing with the old series. So I recommend checking that out. If you ever wanted to know more about Turok's origins, and etc., you could do a lot worse than reading Reiji's rundowns on randomhoohas.org. And I believe the name of the blog series is Dinosaur Hunter Diaries, if you want to try searching that. Hello, what are you doing here? What? I don't... Okay. Throw the money in the pond, get healing. Yes, lovely. Okay, we have no followers, but hopefully I can take this on myself. And maybe that lady cat will help me? I don't know, she just kind of ran off. Okay, let's do this. Oh boy. It's creating so many, and the sprite flickering is real bad. Okay, that works. Okay, have to actually hit for it to work. Keep that in mind. Uh-oh, I'm out of arrows, I'm out of everything. Tank the hits, tank the hits. Sword, sword, sword. Tank the hits. Come on. Wonderful. We're done. Let's get out of here. With no followers left. And this cat didn't appear to do anything. She just ran away. Okay. That's okay, we get a life refill, right? Destroy the snow monsters, or whatever they are. Swamp monsters, I guess. Cool. So yeah, this is a nice little game, isn't it? Very colourful, some fun gameplay ideas. I'm really digging this. There's some real hidden gems on the Master System, you know. Oh, you know what we should do is just farm some money. Of course. Probably max of 9, right? Max of 8, apparently. Okay, that's fine. Should be able to recruit whoever I want now. Gibbon answering my question, he can't think of any off the top of his head. Ah, that's too bad, yeah. Maybe that warrants further research. He says that he kind of wanted to make one, though. He has a design for a game inspired by Dead Space set in the Chicxulub crater in the Yucatan. And apologies if I mispronounced that, but that sounds really cool. I would play your game if you made it. Are there any of your games that I can play? I know, I don't know how much I want to dox you, but I know you've worked on like casual games at certain companies before. I don't know, anything you're proud of that I could stream? That might be really interesting. Okay. Swamp Beast, die. Miss. Rewind. Yeah, take that. Okay, we're down to just swords now, fortunately. Ouch. I took the hit for you, dog. Oh, you can stop it from shooting if you're quick and hit it before it throws at you. Oh my gosh. It's a water demon. Oh no, doggy! Doggy dead. I mean, doggy went home and had a lie down because it needed to rest. Gibbon says, at least a couple of games that he's worked on are on Steam, but he says, I don't know if I'm proud of any of them. That's cool. Don't worry about it. Ah, snake. Might be a good time for a quick heal. Thank you. Goddess or whatever that is. Ah. Lightning, that's the special thing here. That might be good against the Swamp Beast. Interesting setup where you basically have to hunt the bosses over the whole map, even though it is fairly linear. And these things are just creepy. What the heck are they? Not these again. Cool. The ranged weapons are particularly effective against the Swamp Beast. What are you? I need some friends again. Ah! Quit it. Okay, cool. That's pretty good. I'm in a good state. Friends! Hey, you want to be my mercenary? Hey, what? Get back here. Now, I wonder if I could double up my shots to recruit that guy with 2. He's gone now, but I can respawn him. Ow. Of course, they're gonna hit me in the meantime. They never seem too harmful, but then... Alright, so if I just... why are you walking in that strange way? Okay, and then... Nope, I missed badly. Let's not do that, we're losing too much health. Stick with 1 for now. Shall I backtrack for the dog? Nah, let's keep going. We actually had a branching path there. And I don't need the health right now, I don't think. Oh boy. Huh? Does this make me damage on contact? Ah. Okay. Load? Okay, good. I had the foresight to save here. These cannonballs are just useless. I haven't found an enemy yet that they actually do damage. Okay, here we go. What? This is a very awkward arena. Well, that's it for arrows. Huh. Maybe I was wrong before when I said you could stop it from shooting if you hit it fast enough. Come on. Well, I'm still not entirely sure what the lightning bolt does. Maybe it makes your next attack do lightning damage? I don't know. Thinking Crypto the Necrodancer here. Ooh, great time for a heal. Not that I need it, the exit's right here. Yeah, avoid, avoid, avoid. Oh, should I recruit something? I don't want to backtrack. Boring. Alright. Oh, reused boss already, huh? Alright, some nice looking Mesoamerican ruins here. Those iconic designs. Time to grind a little bit. Huh, they do hurt you, but not much. So let's talk about Chieko Aoki, actually. Because that's why we're here playing these games, that's why I chose them. Is because of the women creators involved. And recognizing and celebrating their work. This sucks. I mean, that situation sucks. I need to take out the other enemies first, I think. They're getting in the way of my money bags. Okay. Ah, dynamite. Trying to bribe you here. Yeah, so that information, like I said, we only have it from SMSpower.org, but that lists her as the planner, which is a pretty important position. I believe it's synonymous with game designer, but I don't know, not too sure of this terminology. But whatever it is, she was fundamental to creating this game. Oh gosh, what? Okay. It's gotta have something to do with this new item, right? Okay, we throw dynamite. Seriously? How? Should I throw at these panels? Can I just hit it with a sword? I guess there's a pattern to walking through. No, it just always hits you all the time. That is absurd. And there's only one extra slot for another item, right? There's nothing I could have got to help me get through that unscathed. That's ridiculous. How annoying. Whoops, wasted my dynamite. Anyway, yeah, Chieko Aoki. I was talking before about Phantasy Star. So she worked on the first game as assistant coordinator. And from the interviews that I was reading on Shmuplations, she is the one who came up with the original story for the game, the plot, the background for the world that Phantasy Star takes place in. So that's all down to her. And the interview talks about how passionate she was about it and how much of this world she had worked out even before development on the game began, and writing dialogue for it as well. So she's very, very important in shaping the origins of that series. And after that work that she did on the first one, by the way, in the credits for Phantasy Star 1, she's listed as Otagami Chie, which means letter Chie, which is apparently because of her tendency to, I think, answer fan mail or at least receive and read fan mail during development, something like that. There's an explanation for it in the interview that I don't remember the specifics of right now, but she was associated with letters by the development staff, and that's where she got that nickname from for her pseudonym in the credits. So it is okay, so that's 2 games she's worked on, Phantasy Star 1 and this. It's known that she also worked on Phantasy Star 2, but there's misinformation, there's erroneous identification online, because her pseudonym changed and she's listed in the credits for Phantasy Star 2 as Chiemshi. So it's a different name, but it's still got that Chiet part of her name, and the interviews acknowledge her very key role on the sequel development. But still, even so, there are websites, including Wikipedia and even Sega Retro, who is normally pretty trustworthy with Sega development stuff, that attribute the name Chiemshi to instead Akinori Nishiyama, who is a guy who worked a lot on the Phantasy Star series later, but came in around entry number 4 and then took on chief roles in the online phase of the series. But like I said, that's a mistake. That's kind of erasing the work of this woman who was really important in this early Sega development scene, unfortunately. Oh yes, I can get another cat. Oh no, I can't. I've got 2 now. That's fine. Whoa, what happened? I just made the goddess angry, I guess, somehow. Sorry. I'm not sure how that happened exactly. Oh my gosh, come on. I need to make the goddess happy at a pool real soon. Anyway, yeah, Chieko Aoki should be recognized because she stepped up to full writer and director of Phantasy Star 2. I didn't mention that yet, but that's what she did for the sequel. Full lead duties on developing that game. And I know that certain entries have kind of mixed reception, but it's still a really important role, especially again for a woman in those days. So it's worth celebrating her achievements, I think. And yeah, not misattributing them to a man, but there you go. It's all in Shmuplations, and other sources that I read, such as Hardcore Gaming 101 correctly gives her the credit for that as well. Oh my goodness. There better be a pool somewhere around here. Avoided that trap. Oh boy. Okay, well, it's Quartet time. We're one hit away from death. We just have to be nimble. Be skillful. We tanked our way through the last one of these, but we're not going to be able to do that this time. Come on. Oh! I accidentally walked off the screen. All too easy to do. Oh, I'm out of stuff. Hold on. Okay. So some enemies are vulnerable to the balls, apparently. Oh, this is nuts. Haven't seen any healing pools in this stage either. Very rude. I wonder where I'll come back if I die, actually. I haven't established that yet. Let's find out. Okay, this is a few screens back, I think. Or is this the start? No, it's a few screens. Okay. It's quite a few screens, actually. I left the rabbit behind. This is really tricky. Okay. Oops. But if I have at least one friend coming in here, that'll help me with the projectiles a lot. Oh no! They're dead. And half those arrows were missing too. The dynamite's probably really effective against this. Oh well. Let's try leaving the screen. Oh no, it's the fire statues again. Oh, these ones are actually spaced fairly, so you can get past them. Good grief. Alright, well, if I can find healing, then I can backtrack to the boss. I guess that's the good thing about this sort of free-roaming structure. I don't have to do it straight away. I can go stock up and come back after beating some easier enemies. And yet, I still haven't found a healing pool. It's this cat again. What? Okay, so if she runs off into a wall, she dies straight away? I don't get it. Okay, so that was a bit of a dead end there. But I didn't try going up here. Oops. Ah. Come on. Easiest enemy. There's no healing. Somebody help me. There's no healing. What do I do? At least I can recruit some dogs. And I'll beat these ones up. Oops. Okay, well. Got some more dynamite. Okay, 2 dogs. That's good. 2 dogs plus some projectiles. Should do some damage. Oh gosh. Okay, we can do this. 1 hit from death. That's how I beat Quartet. I can do it again. No, I don't need money actually. And all I've got is some dynamite. Well, let's try it. Oh no, we have to get through here without dying. And get our dogs safely through too. That's not gonna happen, I'm sorry. Come on, buddy. Oh, okay, we got 1. Let's do it. Dynamite. Dynamite. Yay. That doesn't seem like it affected the boss. Oh boy. Now we're really in for it. Well, if I die, at least I come back with dog and with full health. That's nice. That is nice, actually. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to see if there's any, like, cheat codes for this game or anything. Aztec. What? Aztec Adventure. This is a safe screen, actually. Let's listen to the music. Okay, I have a level select. And a sound test. So that's fine. But at this point I've spent a life to get health back, so that's good. That will help. Alright. You know what, I think Phantasy Star 3 is the really controversial one. I think 2 is pretty well regarded. They did remakes on the PS2 that covered the first 2 games, and then they stopped. Okay, one more thing to recruit. Yeah, rabbit, that'll do. Uh-oh. I think my dog got stuck. Okay, there we go. Stay together, friends. Oh no, the fire. There's got to be a way to do this. If I wait, maybe their streams will be out of sync. They're not getting out of sync in a way that's helpful to me. Okay, that was minimal damage. That's fine. We need as many arrows as we can get. Yeah, you just naturally tank so many hits that it's not really viable to get a no damage run, I think. Okay. Let's use some arrows up. Go. Yes. Go. 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 Oh, that's it. Mash. Ah, my friends are dead. Cool. Managed to hit stun it into one place. That's pretty cool. And I got an extra life along the way. Nice, very nice. So all I need to do is destroy that rock cougar now. And we're good to go. I can farm money here and then recruit some dogs. Easy peasy. Okay. Cool. Ooh, that was close. Yes. Save state. Oh, I just noticed my life is extremely low. Oh, well, we can do this. Oh. Oh. So the lady cat distracts your friends. I see how this works. And then if you give money to her, she runs off. Oh, this one's all about careful positioning, isn't it? No, dog buddy. Yep. Ineffective. Ineffective. Yeah. Yeah. Effective. Ah. Not effective enough. Alright, let's go back to when we had a friend. We had 2 friends. A bit earlier than that. And we used dynamite. Go. Oh, only one of them hit. Dang. That's ridiculous. Gotta be so careful. Point the right way! Hitboxes, come on. Oh, you can actually go under it when it pounces. Don't know whether it's going to pounce away or towards, though. Okay, that's that done. Which means we get 2 dogs going to the next level. That's very nice. Oh boy. Da 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 da. Yeah, the only unfortunate thing about the Shmuplations interviews with the Phantasy Star developers is that Chieko Aoki herself is not involved in the interviews. It's only other people, presumably maybe people that still work at Sega or people they could get in contact with, but not involving her, so we don't get any of her stories, but we get plenty of stories about her in the second hand from the other people. I don't need any of you, I got 2 dogs. They're my friends. Wait, what are we doing here? We're backtracking. We're going backwards through a level I've already been in and fighting a boss I already killed. That's what it seems like. What's going on? Did I do something wrong on that screen before? Destroy the enemy. This is number 5. It had a different icon, but it looks very similar. Alright, sorry about the rewinding. Guess we better store up some money just in case. We're gonna need it later, I'm sure. Oh wow, it's almost 3. Maybe we should stop there, since we're repeating a level archetype now. Yeah, it's an interesting little game. About halfway through now. If you want to see the Nazca lines being fought as a boss, then check that out. I believe it's the final boss. That might be interesting. So just look at a long play or something. But yeah, I hope that you have appreciated the work of Rieko, Kodama and Chieko Aoki. They did some great stuff here with Sega, and I want to recognize their work, and yeah, good for them. There was some statistics I read where, based on which country you're in, between the proportion of women in the video game development is 5 to 10%, so it's very low. So whenever you see women doing good work there, that's a really cool thing. And there's plenty of women in indie development now as well. I've been playing some itch.io games recently on stream, and you can find a lot of small projects being done by ladies. No, is that patronizing? By women. So I don't know, check out itch.io. Yeah, there's a list of women in video game development on Wikipedia, but it's nowhere near comprehensive. But it might be a good starting point. Anyway, this has been 2 games from the 80s on the Master System that were spearheaded by women on the team. So they were good, and they were good. So that's cool. So I hope you've enjoyed watching them, and we're going to play something else next week. Thank you for joining me. This has been good. And bye. Stay safe. Oh, stay inside. Wash your hands. All that stuff. Hope quarantine is treating you well. See you later.